Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one, okay, I want to go over this, I want to watch this etiquette expert answers etiquette questions from Twitter that's on the Wired and all that stuff. I don't know how long this thing's been out. Let's see. Oh, 16 hours ago. Oh shit, it just came out. Bet. Okay, I want to react to this because I think this is going to be super interesting to talk about, because I've always found etiquette as a very goofy concept to me, because at the end of the day, it's very subjective. It's a very subjective topic because it's always changing. I think he might go more about food. Well, let's see. I don't know. This guy looks crazy, dude. This guy is the definition of etiquette. That's crazy. But I think this will be a lot of fun. This video is not that long, obviously, because it's, you know, it's etiquette. It's not gonna be like, it's not like it's an in-depth concept and all that shit. It's only 11 minutes long. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna go over the ones that I find interesting. I've already seen the first two just because I just wanted to get a quick view of like what the video was about. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting, and I guess we'll just get right into it.
I'm William Hanson, an etiquette coach, and I'm here to answer the internet's burning etiquette questions.
This guy is British.
This is etiquette support.
This guy is British, dude. Okay, okay. Actually, I'm gonna pause it already. Here's my thing. So these guys probably gonna go over like British etiquette. That's obvious. So it's gonna be a little bit different than here in America. Is this guy like, did he go? Because he can't major in this. You know, you can't go to college. You can't go like. This isn't something that is a fact. It's not proven. It's just something that we made up, that we just see as etiquette and all that stuff. So I don't know. How do you become an etiquette? I don't know. To me, it's so goofy to be like, oh, etiquette expert, when it's just something that we all made up, and it's just very universal. You know, it's just it's subjective. Like I said, it's such a subjective thing. But I'm rambling.
At Dolly Morole asks, I always do my best to have good table etiquette, but I still genuinely do not understand the no elbows on the table rule. Why is that important? 3 exclamation marks. The no elbows on the table rule goes back to the medieval times in Europe, where they were eating from trestle tables. They would put these benches out with sheets of wood on top. If you put your elbows on the table would tip, and the food would go everywhere, and obviously that's not very good etiquette, and so it became the etiquette to not put your elbows on the table. We do really still abide by the no elbows on the table rule, because I think it looks really ugly. Okay,
so the first one is the elbows on the table, I guess. I mean, here in the States, I put my elbows on the table whenever I eat a burger. That's kind of really it. If I go to like fucking, I don't know, Outback Steakhouse or some shit, even though I've never been there. But I mean, I guess, yeah, if I'm eating a burger, I'm probably putting my elbows on the table, that's for sure. Just because, you know, it's a burger and I'm using my hands. Most of the time, though, I don't really think I put my elbows on the table, but it looks ugly. I mean, I guess. I mean, well, not really. That's just the elbows on the table. I don't know. But hey, teach though.
At Quellinks is saying, what's the proper way to stir the tea, clockwise or anti-clockwise? Great question, and the answer is neither. Instead, we stir in a back and forth 6-12-6-12 motion, gently flicking the teaspoon at the top of the cup, not flicking, banging around like that. Thank you very much. Okay. Set it back in line with the handle and enjoy.
I mean, I have nothing else to say. I mean, I guess I'm stirring tea wrong. I don't really drink tea too much often. They drink it a lot in the UK, that's for sure. I guess how would I stir my coffee? Just probably stir it. I mean, like in any motion I see fit. I mean, I'm left-handed, so I kind of stir it in a, I guess, counterclockwise. I don't know. This doesn't really matter to me. It's whatever. It's how you stir fucking tea or coffee, but... yeah.
G Meister is asking, actually, this site. I'm learning how to cut cheese for charcuterie. Well, you live life on the edge. Here comes our cheese selection.
Oh, look at this. Okay.
You don't want to take the best bit of the cheese for yourself. And the best bit of the cheeses that are made in the round, is the nose of the cheese. And on this blue cheese here, that would be this bit. So we wouldn't cut like so, because you'd be taking the creamiest bit for yourself, and that's not good manners.
Exactly. Always don't go for the tip of the cheese, because that's disrespectful as fuck, and you have bad manners. So... this guy knows what's up.
Instead, we are going to cut down, keeping the original shape, and then we would place that cheese on our individual plate. We have a question.
That is exactly... I should have known. I should have fucking known. You have to get the side of the cheese, not the tip, because everyone knows the tip is a no-no. Fuck, man. I guess when you live in a Mexican household, you don't know etiquette. Damn it, man. This guy knows what's up, though.
Now, from Joe P.E. Haley, how do you eat your peas? Excellent question.
What a great question. What a great fucking question. I've always wondered this, you know, because me personally, I've always thought to myself, fuck, man, like I'm eating these peas, but I'm not eating it right. How am I supposed to eat peas? That's good. I don't even know if I should watch it. Well, let's see what he has to say.
Cue the peas. Thank you so much.
I do like how he says
thank
thank you
this
to
plate of
the
peas from the
waitress.
nearest available tin. What we don't do is scoop like this. In really
a
casual
spoon.
dining, that
Get a spoon.
might be permissible, but in more formal dining, we're going to use both the fork and the knife.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so this is what I mean. How is this? Whatever. This guy's doing his own thing. I don't know. Yeah, for sure. This guy knows his stuff, I guess. But the thing is, like, it's so subjective. Man, I'm getting a motherfucking spoon, dude. And I guess that's bad efficacy. I don't know, but I guess this is how you're supposed to eat it.
Some people do this. I think this is more difficult to keep those peas balanced.
Exactly.
You
Get a
see,
spoon.
there we go. One's gone.
See?
It's much
Get a spoon.
better to just
If you get it.
spear them onto the tines of your fork and eat like so.
But damn, I'm gonna take like 2 hours to eat that shit, dude. If I'm spearing each pea one by one, nah, I'm taking like 3 hours on that bad boy. I mean, hey, if this guy knows what's up, I shouldn't question. I am learning. I am 100%
The
learning.
etiquette man is asking, is cheersing or clinking your glass on the table proper etiquette? Oh, so many people do it. But it's not actually.
Hey, clinking's fun. It's a really fun thing to do. I should do that shit all the time with my friends. I clink the food too. Whenever me and my like friends are out and all that shit, sometimes we'll clink, clink the food or the nugget. It's fun. It's just a fun thing to do. But I mean, I guess it's not right. I guess I shouldn't clink my nuggets with my friends.
Correct. In formal dining, you're drinking from fine glassware that's expensively made, and if you do start smashing your glasses together, you're going to hear the clink of glass all over the floor, and that'll somewhat ruin the meal. We have a
Exactly. If you clink your glass, it's gonna ruin the whole meal. Like that aura, that bad vibe is gonna go right into the food, and it's gonna make it taste like ass, dude. Straight up. Nah, that's good. I don't know.
You're in any other fancy way. I'm gay. Straight up.
A tweet from @ShellyLeahy. No, but why should we care about etiquette? Like who the cares about which fork goes where? Why does it matter?
Damn, I'm just getting roasted right now. Holy shit, I'm getting called out right now. Like I said, like I'm kind of like this. At the end of the day, it's all subjective. As long as you don't put your fucking critters or your dogs on the table or your feet on the table touching my food, that's good etiquette. We do need etiquette. Don't get me wrong. Like, I guess just having manners. I would love for someone to have manners when I go eat out with my friends and all that stuff. I just feel like sometimes it does get a little bit ridiculous when it comes to like, oh, fancy people have these 3 different forks for the salad, the food. I don't know. That shit I think that shit's dumb as hell. And that's coming from like a waiter. I serve at a restaurant and all that shit. It's just dumb as fuck to me. But I do understand. It's nice to have manners.
They've put in block capitals. Clearly have strong opinions on this. Etiquette is important to everybody. If you are a user of Earth, then you need etiquette and manners. No one is exempt from that.
Yeah,
Predominantly what I'm focusing on today is Western, British, American etiquette. @DrewVModi10.
But it doesn't really go fully into it. It's just like everyone needs manners and that's it. But I guess I shouldn't really question it too much.
Saying, who even decides table etiquette? Like I'll keep the fork however I want without giving some secret message on whether I like the food or not. Okay, so there is some etiquette fake news that does the rounds on social media.
Etiquette fake news. It's not. Here's the thing. It can't be fake if it's subjective. Like this. How is having your fork on the left side and your knife on the right side, how is that supposed to be fake? Like, let's say that's not the real thing. It can't be disproven because none of this makes it factual. Like I said, it's all subjective. That's my main takeaway. That's the main thing. I don't know. It's just subjective. Like, what the fuck? But hey, that's just me.
There is a graphic showing the different positions to put your cutlery in based on whether you liked the food or not, whether you're ready for a second plate. It's a load of rubbish. The only positions you put your cutlery in when they're not being held in your hand is to indicate that you are resting or if you are finished. When we're resting, the cutlery goes like so.
Look at that.
When we're finished, In Britain, we would put the cutlery together, but in other parts of the world, that might be at a slight angle, and in France, the fork might be turned over. That is what the waiting staff are looking for. At Wasim.
Okay, so as a waiter, I don't look for that. I just look for the empty plate. If it's empty, I'm like, damn, all right, he's good. You know, that's really it. But to be fair, I don't really work at like a 5-star Michelin restaurant. We don't have that here, you know. But I don't know, man. It's just the way the fork and if the plate's empty, I'm taking it as like, all right, he's done, or that's really it, you know. But
Team NYC is asking, is it ever okay to interrupt someone in a conversation? Short answer, no. And if it is okay, which it isn't, when is it an appropriate time? I mean, look, if they're on fire, then you might perhaps need to say, can I just stop you there? Your trousers are alight. But other than that, let them finish. But note to everyone else, a conversation is meant to be like a game of tennis. You're not meant to hold the ball and not let it go.
Okay, I like that one. I like that one. Conversation's like a game of tennis. I like that. I actually like that one. You know, it's supposed to get back and forth. It's not a conversation if it's just you talking. And I guess that's kind of me right now because it's just me talking.
At Virgin Radio Toronto are asking, is it wrong to taste a bottle of wine at a restaurant and then send it back because you don't like it?
Yeah, pretty much. So at my restaurant, we do serve wine. Most of the time, if like someone's wary about it, I offer a sample. That's the best thing to go about it. I offer a sample. If they don't like it, that's cool. That's really it. Yeah, the best way to go about it is you offer a sample. You know, you got to know what they're buying because wine is expensive for sure. So yeah, that's my answer. Let's see if I'm right.
Well, the restaurant are going to love you because you're going to be paying for the first bottle and the second bottle. The only reason, thank you, that you can send something back is because there is a problem with the wine because it is corked, and that's where there's been a problem in the storage process. And by the time you get the wine to about here, you will know that it is corked. It will stink. This is...
Okay. Fuck me, I guess I'm wrong.
From B1 Aka, how TF do you eat a big-ass burger in a non-grotesque way? Well, that's an excellent question.
Easy. As an American, I know what to do. As an American, shove that thing up your ass.
Thank you. Now, this burger, this is huge. Nobody's got a mouth that big. So
if you get a mouth that big, call me.
So instead, you're going to deconstruct it first with your knife and fork. Take the top of the bun off,
burger.
And then cut.
Take out the bun.
And then eat like so.
Ah, perfect. Exactly. If you have a McChicken, take off the buns, turn that shit into a chicken nugget or a chicken strip. How could you be so idiotic to not do that? It's so simple. If you have a burger, if you have a pizza, take off the cheese, take off the pepperoni, and eat the crust. Because that is what we humans love more than pizza, is the bread. I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying. Taking a burger apart, I don't know, man. Like, it's not bad to use your hands, especially when it comes to the item. Because there's food where you kind of are supposed to use your hands. Well, it's subjective. It's subjective. What the fuck am I saying? It's subjective. You know what? Never mind. This guy can do whatever he wants.
At Richard Bicknays is asking, what fork etiquette do you use? I'm sure I'd get roasted in Europe for my very American knife and fork etiquette.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yes, there are some differences. In Britain, when we're using a knife and fork together, they are both held at the same time. The knife stays low. We obviously don't put the knife anywhere near our mouth, and the food is conveyed via the fork. And in Britain, the tines of the fork, the prongs, always face downwards. Now in America, they will start like this, cut a little bit of food, place the knife down on the edge of the plate, turn the fork over, stab and eat, pick up the knife, cut another little bit of food. This is an aerobic exercise. This is not relaxing in any way. So we don't suggest eating like that in Britain, but of course in America it's perfectly correct if that's how they wish to eat.
Not really. I mean, you just kind of really you like put the fork, cut some slices. I feel like most of the time I cut my thing in slices. Like if so, I guess in this case I will be referencing a steak. So like if I have a steak, I'll probably cut multiple pieces or at least like half of it and then go at it. Low key though, sometimes I'm like I can fit this shit in my mouth. Like I'll be a big ass piece of steak and I'll cut it like a few times. Eventually I'm gonna just start being like, you know what? I can fit this in my mouth and I'll just shove the whole thing down. But whatever. Yeah, I mean it kind of gets it right. Like I think we do like we do like cut it one piece at a time. It's not bad, and that's just how we are. And then other people do it differently. You know, it's all subjective. You know, everyone cuts the food however they want. So.
Mr. Rickson is saying that according to etiquette expert Emily Post, there are 3 proper ways to eat spaghetti. How do you do it?
Oh, easy. I know this one. I eat this shit all the time. Okay, first thing you have to do, shove that shit up your ass. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there. This is just like a little fun, you know, just to watch and all that stuff, just because I found it interesting to just know, like, I guess, quote unquote etiquette. But at the end of the day, it's subjective and all that stuff. I'm not making this video to make fun of the guy, you know, like, whatever. He's doing this based off of British etiquette. That is what he knows, so that's cool. I just want to do this just to comment it and just watch the video, and I just thought it'd be like a little fun thing to do. But yeah, that's really it. I won't watch the whole video just because I don't want to take away from Wired's thing. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, go to their channel for sure. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.